Hello and welcome to this Nations Cup match between UK and Italy men. Court dark at the moment as you see the UK team moving on and lining up, led by their captain Jack Leach. And here we see the Italy team entering through the pyrotechnics, led by their captain Gabriele Tchoukball.
You can see both teams have a lot of players actually on each side. Very interesting. Before starting the match, each team will be singing their national anthem.
And the crowd now being asked to stand. And now the national anthem of Italy. And the crowd sound their applause as the national anthems conclude. The captains will now introduce their teams.
Starting with the team of UK, their team captain Jack Leach.
And now the microphone will be handed over to Gabriele Tchoukball.
Very nice presentation from both teams. Now the referees will call the team captains for the pointers.
And the captains shake hands there. They do so, the coin is tossed and it comes down white. Italy will be starting with the ball. Referees will just bring forth the balls, get checked by the captains, make sure that they're happy to continue with the stage of play. which they seem to be. They're just selecting which ball. Yeah, there's not a huge amount of choice between them. So Gabriel Tchoukball selects the one that he likes. And again, we'll wait for the referees to just resume their places before the teams walk through for the handshakes, which happens now. Italy also a really nice touch there, coming through and shaking the hands of the scorers as well.
Now both teams are starting to do their team huddle to discuss final tactics before starting the matches, and the coaches also giving their final advice.
Should be a couple of minutes and we'll be underway for the beginning of the action.
Very excited to see how this match is going to go on. Very two different teams actually, with different playing styles, I feel. So it will be very interesting to see how it will be executed on the field during this whole match.
Absolutely. Italy have been a very settled side for quite a while. If you look down their team sheet, most of the players there have been playing, certainly for the last Nations Cup. I think the only real change that I can see is Andrea Volonte coming into the lineup.
Has played in the Italian team in the Nations Cup previously.
Exactly.
Last year was in president, but now he's back on the field. So we can't wait to see how his playing style has improved or hasn't changed and will still impress us in the field. We'll be very excited.
Whereas the UK using the opportunity to take through a couple of younger players, in particular Irish and Blake. Their first time here at the Senior Nations Cup. Having represented the UK at some of the junior levels, they're now making the step up to the senior team. You can see there Blake just in shot.
Both teams are starting to position themselves on the field right now, getting ready to prepare for the beginning of this match. Referees are also well positioned at their places.
So the UK will be starting with one end of Klaassen, McKean and Skilton, and at the other Irish, Parker, Green and Blake. The Italians lining up.
And Andrea Volonte with the ball.
To Contenti.
And Guido Tozzello scores the first point with a very high shot.
Some might say he is inevitable.
Absolutely.
A superstar of the Italian team for several years now.
For sure.
McKean across to Klaassen, switch to Skilton, switch back to Green.
And a very nice point from Liam Green. Pretty much almost the same angle as Guido Tozzello, but a lower shot.
Klaassen holding the ball high for the first switch, sets the defence. Skilton then feigns left. The option ball there from Tchoukball out to Volonte, switch to Fernani.
And a very powerful shot from Fernani, who shoots right in the gap between the UK defenders. Very well played from the Italian team.
Parker receives the ball now. Klaassen with a switch to Skilton, who throws the long ball. What can Blake do with this? Down the line and scores.
Nice shot there from Blake. Olivo, who was present on the shot, unfortunately very powerful.
What can Italy do in response?
And given point.
Nani with a given point, yeah.
I think the ball must have gotten out of the field. It was a very nice shot. It must have touched the frame, but just gotten out of the field, which is a given point.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Contenti.
And a very nice timing between the Italian players, finishing with Olivo with a very nice point, 10-degree shot there.
Irish not expecting the switch from Tozzello, which sat him down, almost got in the way there of Luca Olivo, but didn't disrupt him from scoring the point in the end.
Passing to the other side.
Irish now shooting against the set 4. Can he do it? And Contenti makes the catch.
Passes to Guido and Olivo, and unfortunately a given point.
Not often we see Italy conceding 2 given points so early in the
Absolutely.
in the game.
Maybe very ambitious with their shots right there. And Guido changing his his angle to 85-degree shot. Very low, very complicated to catch.
Absolutely, hits the gap as the UK defence move.
Oh, and a nice feint, finishing with Liam Green, who the Italian team lifts the ball and Contenti catches it in the second defense. Very nicely done. And Fernani, who concludes with a very nice, powerful shot on Liam Green, who is well placed, actually.
Yeah, excellent defence there from Italy, and then the counter attack just proving too good for the UK there. Blake comes through and scores the point between Tchoukball and Contenti. Changing the action slightly to deliver that shot about 40 degrees and getting the point as a result.
Who takes the initiative to shoot the first pass, and well played. Yeah, we can see the UK team is not really well placed in the second defense right there, so sees the opportunity to shoot there.
Yeah, travelling called against Blake there. Interestingly, I don't think Contenti is wearing much of a knee pad on his left knee. That just looks like a knee brace almost, or maybe a specialist. Like yeah, maybe he's having problems with that knee. Regardless, I really like the fact he shot first time there. As a defender, he wouldn't normally be expected to do so, but it's just adding a little bit of doubt in the mind of the defence as to what he's going to do.
It's always surprising when we see defenders who never shoot at least for once or twice during a match. It's always great to see, like, to bring variety to the game. Absolutely.
Good catch by Tosello there on the halfway line. Volonte then scores the point.
Very nice point from Volonte. Very low shot. Very complicated to catch.
McKean brings the ball in from the back. Parker to Irish. Shoots and caught first time by Tchoukball. Yeah. Briganti now. To Tosello, sends the ball flat and not particularly accurate, but Fernani is able to catch. What can he do with it now? Given point.
Given point. It's the second given point that Fernani has done during this match, unfortunately.
Of the 6 points that the UK have scored, 3 of them have come from given points from Italy.
And Fernani, who proves himself back by doing a nice shot, very powerful. His speciality, to be honest, to say, like Guido.
Parker now sending the ball to Klaassen. Switches across to Skilton. Shoots. Dug up by Volonte. Caught on second line. Return to Volonte. Fernani, what can he do? It ricochets off Skilton and Parker.
Yeah.
And they can't take the catch.
Yeah.
Ball comes in for the UK now. Across to Irish. Long ball to Klaassen. 1 pass left. Skilton makes the run. He takes it and scores down the line.
Nice shot there.
Volonte will now bring the ball in. Tchoukball.
Contenti. Tosello. And a very powerful shot right on the line, and it's very surprising. It's so hard to know if the ball is going to be in the field or not. It's so confusing for the player who has to catch a 0-degree shot like this.
Absolutely, yeah. Contenti makes a good catch there from Blake at about the 20-degree.
Olivo passes to the other side to Fernani. Fernani who shoots, and a very nice defense from Team UK. And Liam Green who shoots.
But it's frame.
But a very
nice Klaassen digs the ball in. Skilton, who hadn't moved from the 90-degree angle there, finds the ball ricocheting to him, and he takes the low catch. Great catch from Parker.
Very nice defense from Ian Parker. And a beautiful defense there from Olivo, caught by Tosello.
Both sides have really brought their defending game today. We're seeing some excellent catches from both.
You can see that Team UK is really putting their energy in this field and trying to touch as many shots as possible from Team Italy. That's really nice to see. Blake passes to the other side. Unfortunately, a bit imprecise this pass.
Not a very accurate pass. Second ball is brought onto the court. And Italy will restart now.
Passing to Contenti, who passes to the other side to Volonté, and he shoots and scored. I think UK thought that they were able to block that shot, but it must have touched the ground.
Yeah, or maybe a leg. I think
yeah.
it might have come off the leg of McKean there, yeah.
And yeah, given point, unfortunately, didn't really get out of the forbidden zone.
Yeah.
Just right in front of Olivo.
McKean across to Klaassen. Quick switch to Skilton. Back to Green, who shoots given point.
But it was a very nice change of angle from Liam Green. We can see the Italian team was ready to go near the 20-degree shot, expecting him to shoot near that angle, but unfortunately, it just landed in the forbidden zone.
Can Green do better here? Yes, he can!
And yes, he did!
Scoring against Guido Tosello. Luca Olivo throws the ball across to Tosello, who will bring the ball in from the back. Straight to Volonté. Option to Briganti. Long ball to Tosello to take one step and switch to...
beautiful feint, and Olivo concludes the action. Very, very beautiful to see. We never, every time we see Tosello doing these kind of feint passes to Olivo, it's so impressive because we are so used to him shooting most of the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
And a very nice shot there from Volonté.
Yeah, just piercing the UK defence at shoulder height, and no one on the second line to be able to catch it.
Parker
sends the ball to Klaassen. Across to Skilton, who, that's not a very accurate ball, but Parker will be able to do something with it perhaps. And Tosello catches out at face height. Briganti now sends it on to Volonté with one pass left, shoots, and McKean grabs it at the second attempt. Klaassen to Skilton, who reverses to the other side. What will Blake be able to do about this?
And shoots on Turchetti. Not really the best decision there.
No, I think Italy have worked out Blake's range quite quickly in terms of his power within the...
And beautifully... well, beautifully defended. Unfortunately...
it may be travelling, but they still saved the point.
Absolutely.
UK have to switch on now, though, as Italy return to the action.
Fergnani shoots, and again
Klaassen's doing really well here. Liam has to shoot now, and three passes,
yeah. But a very nice defense from Team UK. It's been like the third defensive action in a row that they've done.
Klaassen's been playing very well from a defensive perspective.
I think he's reading very well for Fergnani and understanding a bit his shots right there. And well deviated from Liam Green. Irish shoots and well caught by Contenti.
I don't think I've ever seen Skilton run second line this much. Just as I say that, he gets a little bit lazy there on front line, not dropping down to defend Fernani, and he pays for it as Fernani manages to hit his leg and score the point.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, and Liam Green, who finishes the action and scores right in front of Turchetti, who was well placed.
Yeah, Turchetti just claps his hands together. He's slightly annoyed that he didn't manage to catch that one.
Yeah.
Volonté, option to Briganti, who returns it to Fergnani and now sends it long. Oliver will have to shoot, goes wide.
Landing.
Yeah.
Also by the referee. It was a very interesting construction there from the Italian team.
Yeah,
we're not used to seeing these kind of constructions on their behalf, actually. So.
No, it almost felt like a wasted pass by feinting and then immediately going back the same way. Like if you'd have optioned back and then kept it at the same end, that would work. But to fake and then immediately send it to the same end anyway just feels like you've used the pass. Good defence there, though. And Fernani gets the ball past Tom McKean. Sees Klaassen defend that zero shot, so brings the ball inside and just beats Tom McKean's left knee going down.
I think he might have understood that Klaassen started to understand his shots, so is deciding to change a bit his palette right there.
A good dig from Turchetti. Briganti picks it up. Tosello switches. Excellent defence!
From Blake!
Klaassen now switching across to Skilton, who has to shoot and
nice
scores.
Point there there.
Wonderful
Whoa.
defense from Blake, and you can see the smile on his face from that.
Absolutely, he should be very proud of that defensive move, really. And unfortunately, Liam Green and Ian Parker, who were well placed on that shot from Contenti, but the shot was very powerful and unfortunately slipped right through their hands.
Klaassen across to Skilton, sends it back to Green. Shoots the wide shot. Ferniani manages to catch him.
Well. Passes to Volante and passes to the other side to Cello, who changes his angle, and well read by Clarkson.
Green has one more.
And finishing by
Blake has to shoot now.
Landing,
cool, yeah. It's just a little bit delayed in his action and didn't quite have the momentum to be able to deliver the big jump. So Toketi will take the breakdown now. Just under 2 minutes left in this game, in this period, sorry. Briganti.
Olivo finishing with
A lucky landing.
A very lucky landing. Unfortunately, the ball would have been outside and would have been a given point, but saved by the landing. Irish. Ooh, and frame.
I like the idea. The Italian defence with Briganti read that well to be able to step up for second line.
Absolutely. And passes to the other side to Ferniani, who shoots and
deceives Skilton there.
Yeah, for sure. He wasn't expecting me.
No, he commits to the wider shots and.
Absolutely. But that's the thing with Ferniani is that he has this certain movement with his arm that we never know where he's going to shoot, and he does these impressive angles.
Absolutely, yeah. It's almost all in the wrist position with him.
Absolutely.
Klaassen has switched to Skilton, but caught by Volante, and it's returned to the other end where Tosello takes the point.
Beautiful shot there by Tosello. Unfortunately, Parker, who was not very present in defense, and Tosello took the initiative to shoot in between that gap.
UK making a substitution with Green coming off and Hofberg coming on. We see an inaccurate pass there from Irish, and Italy will take the ball with 45 seconds left. Volante switch to Ferniani. Long flat ball now to Tosello. And Irish digs well, but into the stands.
Yeah.
Voice of Skilton there, urging the team on. The last 30 seconds. McKean to Klaassen. Skilton receives in an unfavourable position. Hofberg has to.
And very nice low shot there.
Yeah, Hofberg does well there.
Hofberg, yeah.
Rescuing it from an unfavourable position. That's an even more unfavourable position.
Landing there from
I think foot on the line. Yeah. Ooh, I think there might have been an obstruction if that was scored, but Italy managed to defend it correctly. And at the end of the first period, a fast first period, 22 to Italy, 11 to the UK.
But it's really nice to see in this first period, UK has been very, very present in defense. So many times they've touched multiple shots from the Italian team and deviated them, and the presence there in the second defense is just really unbelievable. I hope they will keep continuing playing like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we hope so too. That kind of attempt to be able to display a cognizant and a stoic defence against a very good Italy attack will be what makes this game good for the rest of the two periods. Please join us for those shortly. Welcome back to the second period of Italy versus the UK. Both sides making changes. Italy bringing on Luca Pizzino.
And Biavati on the left winger.
Yep. And at the other end, Bolognese,
And
Giacomo Colombo and Andrea Bonora. The UK bringing on Han, right.
Small mistake there. Passing to Biavati, who shoots and scores.
Makes it look simple.
Yeah. He has a very interesting playing style, for sure, Biavati.
Ball across to right, who shoots first time. And
very nice shot there.
yeah, Colombo can't quite gather that one as Bolognese had already moved away to cover the right shooter.
And another shot there, well lifted there from Team UK. Unfortunately, imprecise pass right over there.
Yeah.
Skilton.
Skilton just not quite able to gather that. Biavati switches to Fernani.
And another given point by Ferniani.
Yeah.
This match. I think him also he's trying to understand it more.
Briganti to Bolognese. To Bonora, Colombo.
And
Blake digs it well.
Very
McKean
well done.
takes the
Blake.
catch. Blake now with one more. Shoots and
Beautiful
scores.
shot there on Bolognese.
Started and finished that action.
Okay, Pizzino with the ball. Passing to Biavati. Ferniani. And McKean, who read well that shot. Unfortunately, I think was a bit too slow, being on his knees, and just bounced on him and went out of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Hahn now returns the ball to Klaassen, who goes underarm.
Ooh,
That
and
frame.
well thought from Carson. to be honest. And Colombo, who shoots. Ooh, it was well read there by
Yeah,
Han.
Hahn almost kind of diving over the ball there as
Yes.
opposed to onto it.
A bit anticipated maybe the shot there. And a very nice point there from Skilton, who sees the opportunity right there between Pizzino and Ferniani. Italy with the ball passing to Bolognese. And Bolognese
Shoots first time.
shoots right there. UK team who in defense are not well, I feel, scattered around the defense. They're very tight in one area. I think they should really take more space, knowing Bolognese with his big palette right there.
Yeah, I think they're almost trying to force him into shooting to his wider shots as his more extremes, to say, okay, we'll cover the core shots that you can do and see if you're able to hit the wider shots, which maybe take more effort and come with more risk.
Italy with the ball, and Biavati, who shoots, but unfortunately touches the frame.
So McKean will bring the ball back in from the breakdown. Sends it long to right. Who spins it, but Bonora is equal and makes the catch on front line, popping it up to Pizzino.
Passes to Biavati. And passes to Ferniani.
Aerial,
and
yeah.
shoots right in the gap. McKean was unfortunately very late there, and there was no anticipation there. And
Klaassen's making an excellent effort and is getting around every single time to cover the zero, but McKean's just not able to come round enough to be able to cover with him. Right across to Blake, to Hofberg. Doesn't manage to gather the pass.
Right there. Colombo passes to the other side to Pizzino. Ooh, very imprecise pass again right there.
Yeah, I think that probably would have been an okay pass for Fernani, but they just didn't communicate well enough between the two of them. Good defence from Pizzino, who gets around well. And the ball now to Bolognese. Hofberg moves to the outside to cover Bonora, and it's dug up by right, but just...
A very nice shot, very high and very complicated for sure to catch. Oh yeah, very shoulder height.
Yeah, rebounds off the chest of right. Skilton plays the option out to Hofberg, who returns it to Klaassen. Inaccurate. Yeah.
And 3 passes. Yeah.
I think the UK are just getting sucked in slightly to trying to play at Italy's pace.
Absolutely.
If the UK can just... They started the
game very strong, actually.
Yeah.
And they should not follow the other teams a pace, rhythm. They have to play with their own playing style.
Exactly. It comes with more mistakes. If you end up kind of moving into another team's rhythm as opposed to your own, you're not used to it, and the mistakes will follow as a result. But Skilton scoring there. Biavotti bring the ball in from the back to Bolognese, who spins it first time.
Spin shot right there from Bolognese, seeing that Blake was going a little bit on his left and seized the opportunity to do a very nice spin shot.
Yeah, Blake just slightly misreading that out of the hand. Klaassen to Skilton, sends the ball flat and long to Wright, who steps up over and beats Briganti.
Nice, powerful shot, very low there. Nicely done from Wright.
Encouragement from the UK bench there. Espinora brings the ball in from the back to Pizzino. Biavotti shoots.
And
again.
A very nice point there from Biavotti.
Yeah.
Right in between the McKean and Skilton.
The spin out of the hand, just putting it outside of reach. Hofberg recovers well, saves it for Blake, who takes the shot and scores the point.
Shot there.
Breaches the Italian defence.
Absolutely.
Pizzino on now to Biavotti, shoots and McKean catches.
McKean there. Jackson passing to Wright. And there's a high
second line shot.
And very well done. You can see the Pizzino was starting to go a little bit up near the 60 degrees, but Wright did a high 90-degree shot, actually. It's very rare to see that in the second defense line.
Yeah, but with nobody there, it worked for him.
Hey, absolutely.
Pizzino across to Biavotti. Fernani fires it down the line. It's a hard shot to defend, and this time Klaassen just unable to turn it into court. He was a fraction of a second too slow to be able to get round, but it's so difficult to defend.
Absolutely. Hahn passing to Wright.
Across to Blake.
And a very nice, powerful shot. Bolognese just had it in his hand and slipped right out of his fingers.
Yeah, Blake's playing well.
Absolutely.
And we've seen this when he played in the game against Switzerland earlier today as well.
And another given point by Ferniani, unfortunately. The ball is touching the frame. Unfortunately, it's just getting out of the field.
Yeah, the referee's just calling to pause the game. I think Biavotti has said there's the ball's gotten a little bit wet, so they've asked for the exchange.
For an intense game like that, it's normal to sweat. Sure.
Especially, but for someone who needs to grip the ball so hard to be able to deliver those spin shots, a little bit of moisture on there is going to be.
And plus, in the men's category, the ball is way bigger than in the women's category, which makes it even tougher to maintain the ball in the hands.
Absolutely.
But an advantage is that when the ball is big, it's in defense it's a bit more easy to grab. But you can imagine in the offensive move.
Very, very difficult. Yeah, to be able to generate the power and the control behind it in such a way.
Absolutely. Bolognese passing to Briganti, passing to the other side to Ferniani, and he shoots. And Clarkson, who is really on the shot, it's very impressive. He's reading very well. Ferniani is just missing this one thing to be able to catch his shots.
Yeah, there's not too much in it, but see Hahn charging up now. And Klaassen manages to get it past Colombo there, looping it up over the front line. Colombo dropping down low, but didn't quite manage to make the catch. Briganti now switches hands in midair as he sends it to Bolognese. Bonora, long ball to... he needed to shoot from that anyway, so even the pass wouldn't have been enough there.
Even if Ferniani is tall, the passes have to be really well precise for the players to be able to catch it. And very nice shot there from Wright.
Yeah, Pizzino just probably a couple of steps too far up the court to be able to effect the catch.
I think he wasn't expecting for the ball to lobe that much.
Yeah, it was a massive deflection from the front line, which you'd think would be good for being able to have time to catch it, but if you're ahead of the ball, it's much more difficult to run backwards.
Exactly.
Hahn to Wright, who sends it down the line and scores.
Beautiful point there. Very interesting. Yeah, he sees the opportunity. He sees that Bonora was a bit too far and shoots right along the line and finishes with a beautiful score. Ooh, and
frame ball called there.
I mean, it was well changed from Biavati.
Long ball now.
And
But
right.
Right will still be shooting against 4. And the Italian defence claim it.
One hand. And unfortunately, foot on the line right there.
Hahn now will take the breakdown. Sends it to Klaassen. To Skilton.
Very imprecise pass right there. Or Skilton maybe wasn't just not anticipating enough. And well,
Skilton goes for the counter-attack and scores!
Very nicely done there.
How Skilton tends to run in is very dependent on what he's intending to do with the pass. So if he's intending to shoot, then he'll run in very hard. But if he's intending to send the long ball up to the other end, then he'll stay back. And it can be difficult sometimes for the person switching to him to know where he's going to be and how much power to put onto the switch as a result.
Very interesting. And now we just seen that the Bolognese has a given point. And Italy team shoots, and McKean, very nice defense from McKean right there. Yeah,
Skilton going for the counter-attack again, but this time hits the frame. And Ferniani down the line, scoring the point.
Very beautiful shot right there.
Even though there's been a couple of given points again from him this period, he's become more consistent in the second period.
Oh, very nicely changed from Blake. He changed his position in mid-air and decides to do a 90-degree shot. Briganti was just a little bit on the side. He was able to touch it and lift the ball, but unfortunately,
not helped by Benora's position there, not being in the right place. The UK have not made the substitution in the correct way.
Yeah.
Haven't gone through the halfway line.
Yes.
So Italy will now get the back line instead of the UK.
That's the missed opportunity right there.
That is, yeah. That's
so sad. And finishing with Bonora with a very powerful shot there on Jackson.
Yeah. And that ultimately that's cost the UK a point.
Yeah.
Because they would have had the backline ball on the possession, but they gave it to Italy, and Italy knew what to do with it.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Leach now immediately caught by Pizzino. Bolognese reverses, sends it to the other end. Ferniani shoots.
And
dug up well by McKean, but
he did a bit outside the field, unfortunately. Maybe if he didn't behind, the UK defenders would have blocked, but unfortunately.
Hahn to Klaassen. McKean now sends the ball long, low to Blake, who recovers well and shoots.
Who catches and counter-attacks and scores right there. Very nicely done.
Yeah, Blake with a good shot down the line, but just none of the UK defence able to back him up, and so Bolognese was faced with an easy shot to score on the counter-attack.
And well played by Clarkson, who shoots along the line. Ferniani was maybe not expecting that as well, and hasn't anticipated very quickly, and it was well played by Clarkson. Yeah,
the UK left shooters just throwing in a couple of underarms. Well handled there from Ferniani.
And a very nice shot there.
Yeah, Leach, I think, set defensively very early there, which just didn't allow, when he saw Ferniani going a little bit further around, just meant he wasn't able to move into the gap.
Right.
Foot on the line, otherwise that would have been a good 120-degree shot. Colombo to Pizzino.
Biavati passing to Ferniani, and a beautiful shot there.
Nothing to be done about that.
We can't say anything about it. It's kind of like a masterclass. Seeing Ferniani or Tosello's shot, these very precise angles.
Blake again scoring with the 90-degree shot. I think you're seeing Bonora just shifting away slightly early to defend in case Hofberg comes in, but he's not. It would have been Wright doing it instead, and I don't think the threat from Wright down the line is worth Bonora leaving that early.
And a very nice shot there from Biavati, very low in between Licht and McKean.
Yep. The UK have kept nicely in touch this period. Frame ball there from Leach. The gap just 12 points.
Which is not bad, actually. It's very impressive. We can see UK they're still fighting very well in defense, which is paying really a lot during this
Absolutely,
match.
yeah.
They should really continue like this, because this is a very interesting match that we're seeing right now from both sides.
Absolutely. Not a particularly accurate ball there from Hahn. at knee height for Klaassen, one step away from the D, and it's difficult for him to be able to catch.
Biavati shoots a big angle right there. McKean was not maybe expecting to be that big, and we can see Clarkson also anticipated block for Nyani at the 0-degree shot, but wasn't.
Yeah, I think Klaassen still is going to be doing that more. It's clearly the tactic that they're trying to use.
Ooh, and no, very nice defense. Oh,
so I think Italy were trying to give the point there because they think it was done within the defensive action for the foot on the line, which is correct and well within the spirit of Tchoukball.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, with the end of the second period, 45 for Italy and 31 for UK. Very nice match, actually, to be honest. Seeing very multiple actions from both sides of the team. Very, very well fought on both sides, and I'm very excited to see how it's what's gonna happen in the third period.
Absolutely. Join us again soon. And you join us again for the final period of Italy versus UK.
Both teams positioning themselves on the field right now, being ready to play the last period of this match.
Absolutely. Looks like the UK have made
one change
there, with McKean being replaced by Charlie Rello-Widot.
And Italy keeping the same composition as the second period right there.
As the period begins, the ball is optioned out to Hahn.
Ooh, pass to line. And a very nice point there from
Yeah, Biavati a little bit disappointed with himself. The shot was at him, but he didn't manage to catch it there.
Started very strong for Team UK right there. And Bonara, oh, Han, who was well placed on Bonara's shot. Unfortunately, just let go at the last minute.
Relouidot. Across to Klaassen. Leach now.
Ooh, very short pass, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not good from the UK right shooter there. An inaccurate pass. Briganti gets the ball to Bolognese. Switch to Bonora, who shows him how to do it with a
high shot there. And Ferniani with one more step. Shoots. Oh, and Clarkson who is on the shot right there. Clarkson was doing a really good job at defending Ferniani, reading very well his shots.
Yeah, it's the reading is right. It's just the hands that aren't quite there. Biavati goes for the counter attack, and Klaassen almost catches it.
Almost like an obstruction from I don't know from Team UK on Biavati, but still took the initiative to shoot.
Hahn across to right. Who shoots? Given point.
Given point, unfortunately. Yeah, no, the referee is correct. The ball is just right in front of Briganti. Yeah, it doesn't play by much there.
Relouidot. Across to Klaassen. Option ball out.
Ooh, a bit,
who returns it to the same end.
Jackson.
To Hofberg, who shoots and scores.
Very nice there.
Fanani now. Oh, yeah. Klaassen's again still there, but just shots just right at his knees and very difficult to defend.
Han with the ball, passing to right.
Switch to Blake. Shoots, given.
And
oh, okay. I thought that was a given point, but no, he's called it correctly.
It's very hard to judge by our position right here. To
really
say
is.
To say if it's a point or a given point, but we trust the referees.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a hard thing to referee. It's a hard thing to see as well.
And
Colombo. Oh, unlucky there.
Well lifted by Han, and Hofberg did follow the shot, but slipped right through his hands.
Han to Relouidot. Across to Klaassen. Who shoots?
And of course, shooting on Ferniani. A high shot on Ferniani. I don't think this is really the best decision.
No, I don't think so either. And just when the UK thought it couldn't get any tougher, Ferniani steps off and Tosello steps on to replace him. Italy we hadn't really seen them do these simple counter-attacks much.
Ooh,
an excellent catch from Bolognese, who spins through 360 degrees in taking the catch, and Italy quickly recycled to the other end. Biavati across to Tosello.
And
foot on the line.
Wow, what an action we just seen right now from Team Italy.
Klaassen to Leach. And not a very good switch there from Leach.
Yes.
I think he's just rushing slightly in his setup play. He could do with taking that extra half second.
Bolognese with the ball, passes to Bonara, and shoots, and a very nice, powerful shot there.
You can see the club connection working very well between Bolognese and Bonara.
It's players that have been playing together for years, we can assume. We've always seen this combo.
Absolutely, both for our Monkeys and for Italy. So you can tell the preparation's really paying off in how slick some of those attacking plays are.
Unfortunately, a frame also for Team UK. Biavati with the ball, shoots, and
frame called. Biavati doesn't seem to agree with that one, but the UK will get the ball. And Relouidot will feed it in to right, who steps out of court.
It was a good decision that Wright did, because we can see Bonara was not placed where a right shot, but unfortunately it didn't jump high enough and referee was landing. And another mistake there from Team Italy.
Yep, looks like both sides will look to make a substitution shortly.
Yes.
With Volonte and Irish, two right-handed left shooters shortly to come onto the court.
Han, the ball passes to Blake.
And scores!
Wow, in between Colombo and Briganti. Very nicely done.
And now we see the two left shooters from that end both come off and replaced by Irish and Volonte, as we said. Italy bring the ball in from the back. Pizzino.
Biavati. Tosello passes to the other side to Bonoha, who concludes the action with a very powerful shot.
Yeah, Hahn almost diving out of the way of that one.
Yes.
Just misread the angle it was coming in at slightly, but so difficult to tell.
Yeah, Bonoha has a very interesting playing side with his arm. We never know if he's going to shoot like far along the line or break his break the angle. So I decided it goes near the 50-degree shots. It's very, and I think that's like a specificity for a lot of the entire Italian players right there in the right wingers. We are very like distracted with the position of their arms.
Italy now being called for an incorrect substitution. So we'll have to remain on the court for one more point. Crucially, however, they're not required to hand over the back line because it was already the UK's back line. So Irish with a given point there. And now Italy make the substitution correctly.
Hahn passes to the Widder. Clarkson passes to Leach.
And Olivo onto the court and immediately taking the catch. Contenti returns to Tosello.
Oh, very interesting shot there from Tosello.
Yeah, pops it in head high and fast. Very difficult to defend against.
Head height right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very complicated to catch.
Irish switching to Blake. Shoots and scores down the line.
Very nice point there. Volonte a bit far from the forbidden zone.
Yeah, just had his hand up in apology to the rest of the team there. Volonte, that was Benora. Good fake out to Giacomo Colombo.
And a very nice shot from Colombo.
Yeah, Hahn is struggling to read some of the variations that the Italy shooters are putting in here. You can see how far he's sitting off the line and just going in different directions. Relouidot.
Very imprecise pass right there.
Briganti taking the breakdown as the UK look to make two more substitutions shortly with Green and Skilton.
And a very nice spin shot there from Contenti.
Both getting ready to come on. I expect we'll see Hofberg being replaced by Green and perhaps Blake for Skilton.
Very nicely changed there from Leach. A big angle shot on Guido Tosello.
No, they're leaving Blake on and they're replacing Leach with Skilton instead.
Oh.
As Italy have also brought on Tchoukball. Green just unable to get two hands onto Guido Tosello's shot there.
Very powerful, very low there.
Yep, and with just over half the third period gone, Italy are currently up by 22 points.
Hahn passing to the other side to Clarkson, finishing with Skilton, and a very nice shot there from Skilton.
Absolutely, you sort of felt that Leach was struggling to get into the game from an attacking perspective. Absolutely. The Italian side were picking him up very well, but Skilton picking up immediately as he gets onto the court with a point down the line.
Bonora, and very nice shot there from Bonora.
Yeah, splitting the gap between Irish and Hahn. Neither able to get a hand on it.
Very complicated.
Ball coming in from the back now for the UK. Relouidot. Klaassen, Skilton, Green.
And very nice shot there from Green in between the gap of Tosello and Contenti. Changed his position pretty much at the last second right there.
And it worked for him.
Absolutely.
Volonte, Tchoukball, long pass, and Contenti returns it. It's not accurate at all.
Bit imprecise pass. I think maybe Tchoukball asking if maybe he could have caught that ball because it was very low.
Possibly yes, but I think realistically, that's a mistake from Contenti as opposed to anything that the other end could really do to save it. Relouidot fires that, and the UK with an inaccurate pass now. And it's as you were.
Tchoukball passing to the other side to Contenti, passing to Tosello. And Clarkson well placed on Tosello right there.
He's been absolutely battered in this match by two of the best shooters in the world in Fagnani and Tosello, and he's doing his absolute best to try and dig them in court.
Ooh, and a
given point off Irish there as it ricochets off his feet.
Very risky shot right there.
UK setting up.
And nicely done from Clarkson. We can see he's done many times this shot, and it actually paid off. We can see that.
Yeah, and Italy scoring past the UK defence there. Slapping their hands together as Hahn will bring the ball back in to Aurelio Widart, who sends it back down to Irish. Across to Blake, and with the last pass sends it long to Skilton, who was shooting against the moving defence, and is picked up by Tosello. Oh, and that's hit the floor just.
Maybe a miscommunication between Colombo and Turchetti.
Yeah, very difficult when it digs off the front line defence and lands so close behind them. It's the second line don't know whether to go for themselves or to leave it for the front line again.
And a very powerful shot there from
Absolutely, yeah.
Irish.
Irish is having a exactly, yeah. But who wouldn't? He's up against some
very very good players with powerful shots.
Yep.
Ooh, very low. Ooh, yes.
Yeah. The inaccurate pass there meant that Hahn was not in the best place to take the shot and ended up travelling. Volante to Bonora, sends it to Colombo, who puts it inside. Hahn is just not able to keep still on the line. He seems to be diving one way or the other, and it's not helping him keep that stability to be able to make the catch.
Absolutely. Diving way too early. Little Witter passing to Clarkson. Passing to Skilton. And a very nice shot work there. A very nice timing between these two players.
Yeah.
Really.
Again, I really like the way that Clarkson is looking at the defence and watching where they're going, as well as the opposite players, to see if he wants to play the option, play the switch, or to shoot himself.
Yeah. Turchetti passing. Ooh, a very powerful pass there, but a bit too in front. Very complicated for Tosello to catch that pass.
Exactly, and now the UK will have possession.
Passing to the other side to Irish.
Yep, just under 3 minutes left in this match. Blake shoots, and that ricochets off him. Yeah, unlucky.
A very ambitious shot there.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to hold it inside a little bit, and then
to maybe try to break it and do like a 90-degree shot,
and I think if that had come out at 90 degrees, it would have worked for him. But just the fact it was going more 70 to 80 degrees meant that's where his body was in the way.
And a very nice point there from Liam Green. Oh, right in the hole, and Colombo was right.
Volante again plays it to Ketty. Contenti now playing on the left wing, sends it back to the same end to Bonora, who winds up for a big shot and scores past Blake.
Very nicely done between the Italian players. And now with UK with the ball, Hahn passes the ball to Willow Widert.
He plays it across to Clarkson. Switch to Skilton. Back to Green. Down the line to Cello with safe hands. To Ketty. To Volante. Will he shoot? Yes, he does.
Yes. And Blake, well placed. Actually, he read very well Volante's shot. Unfortunately, the shot was very, very powerful.
And that's
literally here.
Half the battle is reading the shot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Precise pass there. From Team UK. So Italy takes the ball with Colombo, passing to the other side to Olivo.
And the reverse. Cello sends it past 90. Skilton, even at full stretch, is unable to get there.
No.
Ball in from the back now to Hahn, who returns it. Clarkson claims it high above his head to send it to Skilton, and puts it down the line past Olivo.
From Skilton.
Tchoukball now across to Volante. Angles his wrist well, and Colombo against Blake. Just at the last minute, you saw, I think Blake thought he was going to come to 10 to 20 degrees.
Yes.
Moved inside, and Colombo took the zero option on the outside.
Yes, I don't think Blake was expecting Colombo to shoot that far along the line.
No, it's a game of fine margins. Down the shot, down the line from Irish.
Been trying to do, finally paid off.
Yeah, you can see the smile on his face.
Absolutely. And 17 seconds before the end of the match.
Yeah, Contenti beating Skilton there with a spin shot.
Very nicely.
Do the UK recognise that there's only 10 seconds left? Somebody's got to shout at some point. Ball comes to Irish. Blake, will he have the last shot? Yes, that's an excellent finish there. down the line, and Blake came to the last point of the game.
Beautiful shot there with the final score of 72 for Italy and 47 for UK. But a very interesting match from both sides. Really nice actions there, defensive-wise as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we've seen some performances that we'd expect. I think we saw, Andrea Bonora, Guido Dozello play very well. I think we've seen some good performances from young players. I really liked how Blake looked for a lot of that, and Klaassen as well. I thought, as we've talked about defensively, had a really
done a very good job of reading Tosello and Fergnani's shot. Even though they were very powerful, the first step of really succeeding a very nice defense is reading the shots.
Absolutely. Probably a couple of people who might feel a little bit disappointed with how they've played as well. A few too many errors, I think, from some of the more experienced players in both the teams.
Yes, for sure.
Especially from some of the right shooters, I've thought. But at the end of a high-quality game here on the Brandt Arena, score finishes 72 to Italy, 47 to the UK. And we'll see where these sides end up in the playoffs for tomorrow. But for now, that's the end of the game and the end of our commentary. Come back in a bit for more.
Hi Jack, it's a difficult match today. What is the main takeaway from this game?
Well, obviously Italy are a fantastic team. We were trying out a new system, and I think it actually, points-wise, we were doing quite well. So I think we're actually happy overall with this and the system. To show the system works and it's effective against such a good team. So.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.